A very successful businessman by the name of James once said, "The greatest teacher I know is the job itself." There are 166 trade show badges here. These badges represent data security and business events worldwide. These are events that I had the chance to attend and speak and present. Now, when I was very young, my father looked me in the eye and he said, "Wen, do you plan to become an Eagle Scout?" I thought about it for a little while, and at a very young age I said, yes, I want to become an Eagle Scout. Now, keep in mind, only 6% of all those who join the Boy Scouts ever become an Eagle Scout, and it is a very long process with lots of requirements. Becoming an Eagle Scout for me laid a foundation that was fantastic, and it taught me to be competent. There's a high school and collegiate business club called DECA. DECA stands for the Distributive Education Clubs of America, and their headquarters are in Washington, D.C. 1908 Association Drive, to be exact. The reason I know that is because as a senior in high school, I was the national vice president for the Western region of DECA, the high school division. And as the national vice president of the Western region for the high school division of DECA, my responsibilities, including traveling to all the Western states, were predominantly public speaking. As a DECA national vice president, I was able to pick up and learn some very powerful public presenting skills, which has benefited me greatly. In 1985, I faced a crossroads, and I considered a number of directions in my life. One was college. A lot of my friends were going to college. One was the military. I could also go and begin my career and work on that full-time, or I could go into the Peace Corps. But ironically, what I chose to do was become a Christian missionary. And so for the next 2 years, from age 19 to age 21, I lived in England, the central and south coast of England, where I learned patience, and that patience truly served me well, and it was a great blessing. So long before PCI, or the payment card industry, was created, Visa had their program for data security called CISP. MasterCard promoted their SDP, or their Site Data Protection, and American Express held close their DSOP standard. Now, at MasterCard, I, many years ago, met a guy by the name of John Verdeschi. John Verdeschi looked at me and he said, "Wen, if you and Security Metrics can solve the problems of my banks, then you're going to be very successful." Similar information and recommendations were given to me by Lauren Holloway from Visa. And of course, American Express had Troy Leach. Troy Leach, one of my most favorite people, because Troy was the backbone who later moved in to the PCI community. I was in attendance at the very first PCI community meeting in Toronto, Canada. And I've attended almost every single meeting worldwide thereafter. Security Metrics provided a fantastic opportunity for me to use the competence I learned as a Boy Scout, the patience that I learned as a Christian missionary, and the public presenting skills I learned as the National Vice President for the Western region of DECA. The opportunity to join the PCI organization is tremendous. I mentioned the successful businessman that said, "The greatest teacher I know is the job itself." That businessman is a guy by the name of James Cash Penney. You may not recognize James Cash Penney, but many people know J.C. Penney and the significant business that he started. Now, my life's experience has prepared me for this exact opportunity. I want to help grow the PCI organization's membership, and I look forward to joining you in doing that.